Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing this design assignment for my DS 106 class. It's you pick your favorite movie quote and you pick a picture from the movie that it's from, and you put them on top of each other and make a cool picture. I've been actually trying to do this assignment, figuring out what is best to use the past hour, but I finally figured out that I could use Krita, like I've been using for everything. But I have this picture. No. I've already blurred it once, but I'm actually gonna blur it again. This picture is from Harry Potter, and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and it's a picture of the candles on Dumbledore's owl, the thing that he speaks from, whatever that's called. I had it in my head a second ago. His ambo thing. You know what I'm talking about. And it's in the Great Hall. So, as you just saw, I just blurred it. You go to filter, blur, and then click blur and blur it as much as you want. So the quote I'm going to be using is this one: "Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light," by Albus Dumbledore. If you've seen the movie, which if you haven't, where have you been? This is the part where Dumbledore flicks his hand over the candle, and it goes out, and then he flicks his hand back over the candle, and the candle reignites. It's like my favorite quote from the movies. I mean, Harry Potter, there's a bunch of good quotes, but that one is the one that first came to mind when I read the assignment. So how we're going to do this is we're going to go to the text option, and we're going to do a little bit. If you remember from my last little assignment, there's that thing. I still haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of that, but we're just going to go back here, and we're going to bring this over so that I can figure it out and not misspell anything, because that's probably one of my worst issues. I can't spell to save my life. But we're gonna do it in sections, because one problem with Krita is that I don't know if it's a problem or if it's just me, but I can't figure out how to resize the text box. And you know, in Word, if you resize the text box, the words move with it. I can't figure out how to do that in this program, so we're just going to do a workaround. We're going to make the font 22, and we're going to make it white, because as you can tell, you can't even see black font. And we're going to be putting it in Albus Dumbledore's handwriting. I swear I did not have this when I saw this assignment. I downloaded a bunch of Harry Potter fonts last semester because I wanted to do a Harry Potter bullet journal entry, and I needed the fonts to figure out how to write in that font in my bullet journal. So I have a bunch of Harry Potter fonts already, so it is working to my advantage. Okay, so that's our first one, and we're going to move it down because it's kind of hard to read. There, and we might make it a little bit bigger once we see the other ones, but we're going to do the same thing, do another text box, and this is just going to pop up like every time I make another text box. That's just how it's going to be. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing, but obviously with more of the quote. Okay, we'll just backspace it like that because it doesn't want to do it. Okay, now we'll go back to the actual page and we'll make it all the same as the others and in white. Okay, we'll close and we'll move it around like we did the first one. I think I want to move this down more. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing again. Okay, and we'll move it. I think we're going to have to shift up a little bit with this one. Okay, another text box. And with this one, I want to kind of have it like theirs is, where light is its own text box. So we're going to just do how they have it on the, and we'll go back to Krita. And do the same thing which we've been doing. And actually, let me see something. Bold it. Because see how this one is kind of like, I don't know, it looks more HD to me than the rest of them. Okay, and last one. And I don't need to go back because it's just light. Well, actually not last one because I want to put Albus Dumbledore in the bottom, but last one of the actual like quote. But that won't be a problem because, nope, too far, there. Because, okay, hold on, let's, okay, it looks like I have to shift them over a bit. Can I use the, like, select all the text? Select all? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. It's just kind of a fiddling game with everything until you get it how you want it. And you get pretty good at fiddling if you've done it more than a couple times. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe we'll blur it one more time. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, because you can still see that they're candles, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'll undo that. And maybe we'll... Okay, it's not letting me do anything there. Nope, it's just gonna have to be what it is. And it will look better once. It looks better if you see. Okay, now we're gonna do one last text box. And just write Albus. Hold on. Do one of those. Albus Dumbledore. And let me just make sure I spelled his name correctly. And of course I didn't. I got Albus right, Dumbledore is wrong. There's an E right there. D-O-R-E. Okay. Nope, wrong. I just want to go back there. And... white. Maybe we'll make it 18. We'll see how that looks. Okay, yeah. Okay, now we move it. Okay, there it is. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Alright, now we're going to save it. Simple. There's all of my tests. Okay, and now what we can do is, well, complete. Let's look at it. Yay, look, it looks good. Yay. Okay, there it is. There's the complete product. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Have a nice day.